we're like walking, we're still pretty freaked out, and the gutter just explodes. It just grumbles and water splashes out of nowhere.
Do you think it make you better at games? Or can you see your screen fine?
You think it'll fix your aim?
That's all I'm saying. It'll fix that stinky ass aim you have. I'm like, it popped, and she's like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not okay because it's in your hair. Wait, do you know French?
I do know a lick of French.
Really? You took French?
Took 2 years of French.
2 years. What did 2 years get you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Shout out Madam Lee.
This is why I didn't. Just shout it out. That's such a funny way to start this, just by roasting an old teacher.
I took 2 years of French, and every time we wrote an essay, she's like, you can use Google Translate to check.
No. Like,
we were just...
That's so dumb, dude. We might have talked about this before, but the fact that you just hit Madam Lee like that... right at the beginning, just snap at her. Welcome back to the Boys House Podcast, episode 6? Whoa. We're like a month in guaranteed now.
Yeah.
How's it feel so far?
It's alright.
Yeah. We get to hang out every Saturday now, like guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's like zero excuse where it's like, yo, can I come over? It's like, fuck, you have to come over.
Yeah.
We got a podcast to film. There's nothing happening outside. It's actually a beautiful day outside the window. There's a nest. Okay, I guess that's one thing. There's a bird's nest that I refuse to get rid of because they're adorable.
You can't mess with nature like that.
I don't know. Should I put it in? I might leak my address, but I don't know. I'll blur the background maybe.
The clip of me getting scared?
There's a clip. I'll see if you see it, then I got it in. But there's I have a Ring camera, and Mason he comes up every Saturday, and he has a thing. You have a thing that you do.
I like to do a little skit, a little something.
A little bit for the camera, just for the little wide angle camera on the door. And there wasn't really a bit that day. It's just the bird scared the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Like you jumped. It's hilarious. I think it was last week.
I'm very jumpy.
Yeah, you are.
Like,
I can tell.
I don't like haunted houses.
Me neither, bro. Me neither.
I can like tolerate them, but I hate being jump scared.
Yeah. It's really like not my deal. People are like, I can't wait for spooky season to go to haunted house. Like, what is so fun about getting scared by like random people?
Like band kids.
It's always band kids.
Or theater kids.
Dude, I don't know about you. Theater kids and band kids are my favorite kind of people.
They're
to talk
great.
To. They're so sick to talk to. I don't know about being their best friend per se. It's probably not my group, but they're very interesting people.
Yeah, the whole thing with haunted houses is I don't like being touched too much.
I'm the same way. I think there's ones where they can't touch you.
Well, yeah, but it's also like they're in your personal space. They're like whispering in your ear.
Yeah, and they're like, dude, no, my least favorite is the fake chainsaw it's the chainsaw that doesn't have a chain on it and they run it really loud.
I was at Lagoon, the local amusement park.
True.
They had one of those.
Yeah.
And the dude accidentally buzzed me with it. Like it touched my arm and it was vibrating. And I was probably like 13. And I went,
no.
And like squeezed my way through everyone in front of me. And it was right at the end. So I like pushed everyone and then I was out back in the real world. And I like looked around. I looked insane.
I'd almost want to go to the end of that and just watch the people leaving.
Yeah, just everyone in line was like,
dude, you get buzzed. It's completely dark. You can't see your arm. Is it bleeding? Dude, I don't like them. I'm not a haunted house guy, bro. It's just not my deal.
But then, I'm really fine with scary movies. I don't get scared at scary movies.
No, I like scary movies because it's like nobody's touching me or getting in my personal space. It's like I can look away if it's that scary.
Yeah.
But I always do it. I'm never like ready for the jump scare. I'm always
even number? Like movie jump scares don't get me as much.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Dude, there's like music there's a lot of scary movies and they try to like separate themselves from other scary movies by like placing the jump scare in a different spot.
Yeah.
So if you go to old enough movies, the jump scare is always in a cliche spot. You look left, you look right, You look left again, there it is, right? Yeah. Easy jump scare. And then there's the ones where it's like they're panning around and it's like it's coming soon and it doesn't happen. And then you're like, oh, no jump scare. That's when they put the jump scare. Scary movies who put almost all their effort into trying to scare you are finding new and unique ways of like having a jump scare happen. Mm-hmm. I remember one, I think it was like a Ouija. It was like the Ouija board. Shut up, laptop. It's like the Ouija board, and it's like they made a movie. It's called Ouija. And like one of the things was like they panning and then nothing happens, and then the camera just sits still for like an absolutely like stupid amount of time. And you're like, I know where this is going. Yeah. Like, it's going to happen any second. And then, like, a body falls and, like, it's hanging from the ceiling. It's like, okay. They're just trying to find funny ways.
Yeah, me and my buddies in, like, junior high, we didn't have cars. We went to a scary movie. We got dropped off there. And it was, like, late. It was probably, like, 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
when, like, the movie started.
Mm-hmm.
So we all get there. I think we went to go see, like, The Gallows or something, where it's, like, that play and, like, they're haunted by like the guy that hangs people.
Yeah.
And so his whole shtick is he grabs you with the noose rope and like yanks you and like takes you away.
Lassos you?
I can't remember that much. But we went and saw that. And we were all like, we were junior high age, so we were pretty scared.
Yeah.
But then all of our parents went to sleep. No ride home. We had to walk home. And the walk home was fine. But it's the bike trail.
Yeah.
That's just like grasslands.
And then just dark.
It's just dark, no lights, no street lights or anything. It's just grasslands and like a small paved like bike road.
So it would have been fine if you hadn't just watched that.
Yeah. And so we're walking home and it's probably like 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So we were fine.
Yeah.
But, like, we kept getting scared, and we'd, like, start sprinting for a minute, and then we'd stop, be like, okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
We get into our neighborhood, and we're, like, walking. We're still pretty freaked out. And the gutter, for some reason, just explodes. It just grumbles, and water splashes out of nowhere.
Wait, this is real?
Yes. And we all just looked at each other and took off, and we didn't stop. This was like probably the last quarter mile. We just sprinted home. It was wild.
Like, what are the odds of something like that happening?
Yeah.
In your mind, you're like, that's a crazy thing that just happened. If like, you didn't watch that movie. I don't know. Pressure?
Like
in the ground? I don't know.
It was like a sewer grate and just water. It's like, what?
It's a demon following you home.
And one of our friends, he lived close by, so he had to take a turn to go home.
Yeah.
The rest of us had a sleepover, but
he
had to go home, so he was alone.
He had to make the choice of going out on his own. Was it after the drain thing?
Yeah, the drain was at the end of his street, and we had like another block to go.
It's so funny. Yeah, what are the odds of that, huh? But like I said, you don't watch that scary movie. That's just a funny thing that happens.
Yeah.
But you watch the scary movie, there's a little bit of that spook in your head. You're outside in the dark. That happens.
Oh, I remember I went and saw Lights Out. Do you remember that movie? Where, like, it's fine when the lights are on, and once you turn the lights off, you see, like, the ghost, and then you turn it back on.
Yeah, I remember this.
So, me and a buddy went to go see that movie, and on our drive home, street light going out right as we pass under it. And, like, after that specific movie, horrifying. But on a normal day, that would just be like, oh, what the?
That is so, that's wild. I just noticed something.
What?
We were open for business before we started recording.
That's okay.
Is that fine?
That was very casual how we started.
We were already open. I'm sorry, boys. Didn't show you it. Aurora Borealis was outside yesterday.
I missed it.
Northern Lights?
Yeah, apparently it was.
I could have sworn I saw like a lick of it, but you're not going to see it unless you go out like in the middle of nowhere.
It's got to be dark.
It's got to be dark. And I just remember, like, I got a bunch of pictures. I'll show them on screen from homies. But...
Isn't that like from the sun, like exploding?
Dude,
or like
it's a geological event. Is that what it's called?
It's like really not good when it happens.
I'm not sure. It's like, is it like when Mercury's in retrograde? Like, is everyone going to be mean? I don't know. I didn't know Utah could get northern lights.
I heard like one time I was in Wyoming and like there was a chance to see it and I no shot I was seeing it.
Yeah, no, it looks better on pictures too.
Yeah.
Like when people take pictures of it, it's way brighter. It looks way cooler.
You turn up the hue.
Yeah, get it going, and you can see the little lines and stuff. It would be cool to see the real Northern Lights. Where's that at? Is it Alaska?
I don't know.
I don't want to be wrong, bro. Someone's gonna get.
We're not smart enough.
It's
up north.
Yeah, dude. Look, I've been playing my GeoGuessr. I have not gotten the Northern Lights yet. So.
Well, I don't think it's a place. It's like a thing that.
It's a thing that happens, but it happens in a specific area
all the
somewhere.
Time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe not all the time. I wouldn't say all the time, but like it's gonna happen there more often than anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember where it is. It's not Antarctica. That's absolutely wrong. I'm gonna stop speculating. Either way, it happened, and it looked cool from what people showed me. Yeah. Like the fact that happened in Utah is dope. There's people that literally travel days to go see that. So.
Here?
No. Like.
Because
Alaska.
I saw like a map of it, and it was like.
It's like a big circle.
Yeah.
It's like a big circle on the earth. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know. It just looked cool. And I'm mad that I didn't get to see it. I love the hue change. We use natural light on our podcast. I don't know if you can tell. The hue change is crazy.
Yeah, it was like dark, and then it was white, and now it's like a warm.
We got that natural changing lighting. You were supposed to bring we
You can tell the story.
Yeah. So we bought lights a while ago for a shoot that we did for Super Fake, and it like, I don't know, it was. We put it like behind it. It was way too bright. It's like a construction light basically, and we put it behind a.
We put pillowcases over because we bought a big white sheet.
Big white sheet as like the. Yeah. That's right. And then we had a green screen, and then we did all these like crazy transitions. It's a cool video. Nuh-uh.
My phone's not silent. Do you like the clown ass ringtone I have?
I thought that came from outside. I'm like, we have the craziest new thing that just happened outside. A clown is outside our front door. That's crazy. Anyways, okay, so he's like, we were talking on Discord yesterday, and he's like, do we really need to like close the blinds and get some real studio lights in here? Because we're getting some, like the natural light's kind of a vibe, you know? It fits an aesthetic if it's sunny outside. Like in the winter, this is not going to work. Yeah. So it's like, we have the lights from that shoot. And it's like, perfect. They're at your place in your storage. I was like, hey, bring it here. Perfect. He gets here, brings all this stuff. I'm listening to Flashing Lights by Kanye West, the alternate version. It has to be the alternate version. And I'm just setting things up, and I have music playing, and there's just a playlist. That song's playing. And right as he goes, he's like, and it's like, does the part, and then he goes, flashing light. Oh, shit, I forgot the lights.
Yeah, dude, the light's changing again.
It's dim again. This is crazy. What was that? What was that out there?
I didn't see.
It was like a fucking ATV.
Yeah, it was like a mini ATV on a trailer.
Oh, yeah, anyways. That's how we forgot the lights. And right as we say that, dims again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know. We're talking too much about the production of the podcast.
I know. We got the mics figured out.
Dude, I know. Like, this is a thing I just have to say out loud because it's been a few weeks in the making. We've had this awful problem with echo, and it's not good because we'll film an hour and a half sometimes. Like, we did that 1 hour and a half. It was still 40 minutes because of how much I had to cut because of the echo. Reason being is just because the setup it's just all stuff that we've had already. It's just using what we have to create the podcast and make it as like professional as possible.
Yeah.
And like doing that comes with a lot of hiccups because it's like you got to find the little things. We're not using XLR, we're using USB. And for people who don't know what that means, basically is you need far more equipment to be able to use the other one. So we're just using the USB. And for some reason they desync and it echoes and you can't fix it, but I finally fixed it. So if I did things correctly, this can actually be an actual hour-long episode, which would be really nice.
And it'll sound good.
Yeah, it'll sound crispy. Because I can put compression. And if you're too quiet, I can turn you up without getting me loud. Because I put it on 2 tracks. But enough about that. What's going on in your life? You got anything going on?
Not really.
I went in so naked this week into the pod. I didn't write down a single thing. I'm like, maybe we could just shoot the shit for an hour.
I mean, I have the segment I had last week that got cut, but...
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm not even joking. Okay, this is really fun. I'm going to preface this because it's kind of funny. The whole part that echoed was your story which you were unsure about. You're like, should I have told that? And you're like,
well, I'll tell the story right after this. Yeah. But just the way I was talking about it, I feel like I didn't do it justice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But now that we're on our P's and Q's, you get there.
Yeah.
But
so the segment was
yeah, to push to it. This is what got cut last week.
The lore of how I started making clothes.
Yeah.
So it all begins 9th grade.
You can see it now. Oh, Little Mason.
9th grade. We take a tour of the high school to see like what classes you want to take. And we are like looking at all the art classes and whatnot. And I'm in like the drawing room and there's a screen print press there. And I remember asking the teacher like, what class do we make shirts in?
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, that interests you.
And he's like, oh, like, that's for, like, my seniors and juniors. Like, you kind of got to work your way up to that point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I really want to do that. So, like, my whole high school, I was, like, prepping to get there. So I started 10th grade. I took, like, all the prerequisites. I took drawing, painting. And then there was, like, a Photoshop class. And then the next year... junior year, more prerequisites.
Yeah.
Then the second half of junior year, I started taking I can't remember what it was called, but it was just basically like an Illustrator class. And at the end of that class, you make your first T-shirt.
Right.
So
you were running and gunning for that.
Yeah.
Because you were just a little kid looking at the big glowing screen printing machine.
Yeah.
And you're like, that is what I want to do.
So I don't know if a lot of people know how screen printing works.
It's so wild. Obviously you told me last week. I still don't understand.
So you have this light sensitive liquid.
Yeah.
That you put on a mesh screen.
It's so wild.
It's called emulsion.
Yeah.
And you put it on, and then it dries. And you got to leave it in the dark while it dries. And then you get a film of like your design, and you put the film on to the mesh, expose it to light, and then spray out the design, and it makes a stencil.
Correct.
And then you squeegee ink through it.
Yeah.
So we learned that whole process. It's like our last end of year like thing.
Yeah.
And, I go through the rest of junior year, finish it out. Come senior year, I take AP 2D design.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, backtrack a little bit. Right after I printed that first shirt, he kind of let us like go crazy, make as many as we want until the end of the year. Me and my friend were like, let's get the stuff to do this.
Yeah.
Like, this is super fun. I want to start like a clothing brand.
Yeah.
That's when I started Sky Clothing Co.
Shout out Sky.
Was supposed to be me and him, but he kind of like had other interests and didn't really care.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying all the materials, but our old setup was nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you have an exposure unit to do the light stuff with the emulsion.
Mm-hmm. And
I would use the sun instead.
This is the one at your house.
Yeah. And instead of a pressure washer, I'd use the shower on like the blast setting. I would you have to cook the ink, like you have to set it in a high temperature.
Yeah.
So it kind of like grabs onto the shirt. And I would use the oven to cure the ink.
Really just using the most of your surroundings.
Yeah, but come senior year, like, I was slinging shirts.
Yeah, you were slinging shirts. Like, so the kids that were at school, because I just want to like put this in perspective, I was kind of knew about you in high school, but we weren't friends in high school. We were friends after high school. But I saw Sky around. I had a buddy who wore Sky shit, and I also had my old coworker.
Yeah.
Shout out Jackson. He wore Sky. He has a picture of him wearing a Sky shirt that you presumably cooked in your oven.
It was in my oven at some point.
That's so wild.
But yeah, then I took AP 2D design, and that's kind of where I like honed my skills.
Yeah.
I got better at Illustrator, better at Photoshop.
So you did that stuff in school?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then, so for AP, for this specific AP course, you make a portfolio of like 50 projects, I think.
Whoa.
And half of it was just like, it was called your breadth section. It was 25 just like different skills you learned throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your focus section, which is another 25 projects, which is like one thing that you focused on, obviously. And then I decided to do screen printing, and I was the only one in my class to do that. It was like a mixture of like AP photography too. A lot of people did like what's the macro photography?
Yeah.
A lot of people did that, and out of everyone in my class, I think it was me and one other person that got a perfect score on our AP portfolios.
That's really fire.
And then graduated, took a year off school.
Mm-hmm.
Right as I was getting back into college, I kind of was like using my college money to get like a MacBook and stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of upped my game. That's when I started caricature.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really know what I was going to do with caricature. Now it's kind of just like my art page. It's not really
Yeah. Is it like your main page? Because I feel like you have a personal too.
Yeah, I don't get on my personal ever.
Yeah.
Because on caricature, I follow all the artists and all my friends that I am close to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of where I get inspiration and where I like talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get on my personal, but yeah, it's kind of just an art page now. But it started as a clothing brand, and then I was like, no one knows how to pronounce this.
Dude, I still don't. It's caricature?
It's caricature. Dude.
That is real. That's a real attempt from me.
So
like I forget how to say.
Do you want to know what the name means?
It's cartoon in German.
Yeah. So it's like a caricature. Like when you get a caricature
like I know
drawing,
like when at Disneyland they call them caricatures.
Yeah.
But for some reason because you have a Discord, you have Caricord.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to say like caricature or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the Mason lore. The run up to this point. And while you were grinding hard in your AP classes, I was probably doing water bottle flips on the windows.
Yeah.
Do you remember the water bottle flip phenomenon? Mm-hmm. That was, I don't even know, 2016, 2017? I don't even remember when it was. But dude, like if there's a ledge, you can get a bottle up there.
Yeah.
And you better fucking land it.
I just remember like after school, the janitors would start picking up. Mm-hmm. They'd get the long broom and be knocking down water bottles from like the top rafters.
Yeah. And like, dude, like there was no feeling like getting a spot and like you see a bunch of other bottles are up there and they're all knocked over and you get one to land and you're like, that was me.
Yeah.
So in the gymnasium, there's the score counter for the basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
On top, very small ledge. There's like a little ledge perfect for a water bottle, right? We took a lunch with just a bunch of kids throwing it up there. I wasn't doing it. I was hanging out with like other friends at the time, but we're just watching them do it because it was funny.
Yeah.
Walked up, dude, and I was like, let me try that. And dude, we used to go out in public and do this on things, on like windows and car, whatever, just to fuck around. First tee, get it up there, it lands. Oh, freak! Everyone freaks out. Yeah. It was really cool. Very hype. Awesome. That shit was there for months, dude. They can't get those ones down as easy. It's way high up.
Yeah.
So I think that water bottle was there for almost a year, the one that was landed. And then another kid came along and capped it right next. And if you could cap, oh, you're the coolest kid in the fucking school.
Yeah.
If you could land cap, like consistent, oh, you're badass. You get women. Just instant girls love you. You can cap a fucking water bottle. That's all you need to say, and you get laid. And then, like, dude, it's actually wild.
Do you remember the homie Adam?
Yeah,
he was the best bottle flipper I knew.
It's crazy how there's a strap, perfect amount of water, how you hold it, how you flick it, dude.
I remember we'd skate like around a lot. We didn't have cars at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We'd skate around a lot, and we went to Dick's Marketplace, and you know the D.
Oh yeah.
He I can't remember. It was either he got it on the America First Credit Union sign, or he got it in the D of the Dick's.
Crazy. In the D.
He got it like in somewhere on the sign, and it was.
Dude, it over.
It was there for a long time.
I don't know. Sometimes when you see a water bottle at just that perfect amount, you're like, I think I gotta rip one real quick.
Yeah.
It's like boy brain where it's like I need to do this real quick. Like let me just handle this.
It's not littering if it's cool. It's art.
It's art. It's like the dudes these days on TikTok's throwing plungers at the fucking signs.
That kid that flips the markers. Let's go!
Yeah, and then he says the most heinous shit in the world. That kid's crazy. I don't know what that guy's all about, but
Trump 2024.
Yeah, no, Trump 2024. Or what else was the other thing he said? He goes, "Oh yeah, the war in Ukraine started exactly a couple years ago." It's like, why? And you know he has it banked for when he lands it.
Let's go! Trump 2024. Oh my god, I got 3 in a row! Oh my gosh, yes. And by the way, Ukraine got invaded by Russia 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, that is so funny. There's
people that will just sit on TikTok live, like trying to hit a trick shot for hours.
Do you remember the egg peeling?
Oh,
dude, that was a phenomenon where like everything was. If you go on any sort of live anything, people were peeling eggs. Where you have to meticulously
they get the tweezers and
you're
break
only
off a little piece.
You're only breaking off the shell, so you leave the membrane skin of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to just like hold it, jiggle it around for a second, just.
Yeah, it's designed to be blown up in your fingers if without the shell. That's got to be so good. It's like a stress ball. It's so sick. There's so many strange trends now that I think about it.
Yeah,
and they die so quickly. It all kind of started with fidget spinners, dude. Fidget spinners were crazy. I had one.
I had a friend that had a 3D printer. He was slinging fidget spinners to everyone. Like, so I would go up to someone at school and be like, "Where'd you get that?" "Oh, I bought it from so-and-so."
Yeah.
He was making
so
bank.
Smart. Yeah.
Did
I ever tell you about my custom fidget spinner? Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm playing with a twisty. A bread twisty.
That's fine.
It's my ADHD twit because I don't have a fidget spinner right now. So
yeah.
But I bought a like. Okay, this is actually really funny. I bought a luxury fidget spinner off eBay.
Okay.
That's like cast iron. It's pretty crazy, and the weight. It has this crazy design, right? This is real. I'm not lying. Crazy design. I was like, it's dope. Still got the spots for the bearings, right? I pull it out and it's nice. It's a really nice one. I'm like, these bearings are kind of ass. So I hit up my fun little cruiser board and I pop out the reds. You know,
the ABEX 7s.
The ABEX 7s. So I put a pair of reds bearings on my fidget spinner and just made the most buttery fidget spinner you could possibly have.
So yeah, my friend that was making them, he would go to Zoomies, buy like 10 packs of bearings, grind his 3D printer, and then he'd go to school with like 10 of them.
And sell them. That is so cool.
Well, because
I love money makers, bro.
A pack of bearings it comes with 8,
so
you could get 2 out of 1 pack of bearings. Because it's 3 on the edges and 1 in the middle.
Oh, dude, that is...
And he got the design for free on like some forum that was like, "Oh, here's a fidget spinner file."
Dude, it's like he's just making money. I mean, obviously you have to pay for like the plastic and stuff.
It was kind of cringy though to see like the kid up front like.
Oh yeah, it's cringe. But like if you're alone and you're working on something,
I love little fidget things.
Dude, fidget toys really help me. It's like I'm the target audience for that. Like I said, I've been playing with this. It's a bread clip, a bread twisty guy. I'm just messing around with it because it helps me think more.
I really want to take a deep dive into the fidget toys and find like the perfect one.
Yeah, what would be the greatest fidget toy for me? Because I'll tell you what isn't. I have to tell this story.
What?
And McKaylee's not here.
Oh.
It's not bad. McKaylee's involved, but she probably doesn't want to hear it anymore. But this was maybe a month or 2 ago.
Yeah.
So they make this a certain type of squishy. You know, it's those toys that you'll see at like the finishing aisle when you're checking out at stores. There's like the balls that you squish. Sometimes there's mesh, so it makes a bunch of little holes and you can squish it through the holes, right? imagine one of those without the net. So it's just a ball, right?
It's like a fruit squishy.
It's a fruit squishy. And my mom had gotten my girlfriend for Christmas, had gotten her a little squishy toy. It's a stress reliever. And there was like a peach and like an apple, but specifically the one I enjoyed the most was the banana. Okay, because the banana was the biggest and it was the most fun to squish. So I would play around with it and I mess around with it, and me and Michaela getting our dirty mitts on him. We were getting them dirty, and she was like, "Stop playing with my stuff. Stop touching my squishies."
Because
like,
you're a blue collar working man.
I'm a hard man underneath cars wrenching, bro.
And you got
gross
stuff under your
stuff
nails.
Under my nails. Like, come on, bro. Nasty stuff.
You get home, your hands are like black.
Dude, I touched the banana. It's already past ripe. It's bad. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, no. I play with her little squishy toys that she leaves around. It leaves it on her desk. Her desk is 2 feet from mine. Yeah. I'm going to grab it while I'm editing videos. So I'm messing around with it. She takes it from me and hides them. I'm like, whatever, dude. She gets in bed one day and I find that goddamn banana just hidden. I'm like, it's my time. I'm taking him. I go into the bedroom. Michaela's asleep. She's already in bed. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll turn on a video and just hang out. So, and Michaela, okay, for the sake of camera, it would be easier for this hand, but she's on my right hand. Michaela's right here. My arm is like underneath Michaela, and my hand's kind of bent up, and her head's right here, right? And I'm squishing the banana, right? I don't know what's going through my mind. You know those thoughts you get before you go to bed, things that stress you out a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just getting a little angry in my hand. I don't know what it is. Squish, squish. Bah! And I gotta preface by saying, first of all, it blew up. I don't know if you could tell by the noise I just made. It exploded. I did not know it exploded. So I continue...
You continue to milk it.
I continue to milk the banana. Get all that juice out.
Get all the ooze out.
All that potassium, And I'm just squeezing it, and my thumb gets wet. I'm like, that's weird, but it's probably just like the banana's wet for some reason. I don't know. And so it's not. This isn't circuiting.
I might have put it in my mouth earlier.
I might have sucked some of the flavor off, but no, I did not polish off the banana. Just to say, but I'm just squeezing it, and I'm like, it's getting on my thumb, it's getting on my hand. And then I really start feeling it. It's on my wrist. Remember, I'm like this. It's behind my head. Michaela's head's right here, under my hand. Squeezing it. I'm like, oh. Dude, the whole nana is oozed. The banana, it's milked. It's completely empty. All of the cream is out on my hand. And most importantly, all inside of Michaela's hair. Just caked, Mason. It was caked in Michaela's hair. Michaela has been asleep for an hour and a half. It is safe to say she's pretty deep in
She's
slumber.
in REM.
Right. She's unlocked REM amongst her journey. And I have essentially doused her in a forbidden ooze that was never meant to see the light of day. Right? Yeah. So, panic ensues. Get rid of the nana. That's one. I'm still covered in crud. I meticulously move my hand not to make a mess. I clean my hand up. That was 5 seconds to get that all off my hand. We had a towel over in the corner. I took a shower earlier that day. It was wet. It just came right off. Whatever. I look at Michaela and I'm like, this is going to be a harder endeavor. So my plan was, I had a few options, a few roads to go down, if you will. I could have, woken her up, let her know my problem, What does that seem like to me? Okay, I'll show you what it seems like to me. She told me 1,000,000 times not to play with her damn toys, and I just popped it on her head while she's asleep. Has anyone ever told you bad news when you woke up? You're the most angry you're gonna be. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not taking that option. Option 2, I try to clean her up while she's asleep. So what I do is I separate all the hairs from the ones that are not messed up, and I put it up above. Put the towel underneath.
You're doing surgery.
Right. This is like really real surgery. The patient may not wake up from this. So I throw the towel over the top, and where it's the wettest, I'm just like, I'm squeegeeing it out of her hair. And as I do that, I'm learning that like this is, the oxygen is making it curdle. So instead of like, it's like not only leaving a grease, it's starting to ball up in her hair. And the more I do it, it's just making it worse.
What do they put in those things?
Something that's not supposed to see the sun.
It's
weird. It's like it starts to harden. It's very strange. I don't know what it is, and I wish I could tell you, because
is it like shaving cream texture?
It's shaving cream. It's exactly like shaving cream, except imagine shaving cream had like an oil to it, so like when you wiped it, left a residue. So.
And it curdles.
It curdles like cheese. Of course it does. And so I'm like, it's game over. I've tried all I can. I've made it worse. And McKaylee starts to move her head like she's going to really sandwich it between the pillow. And I went, nope. McKaylee. Dude. And it's almost like telling mom you threw up, you know?
Yeah.
McKaylee.
There's ooze all in your hair.
Hey, it popped. Like, I don't know what to say, dude. I'm wide awake. She is the most asleep you can be. And she goes, huh? I'm like, it popped. And she's like, it's okay. I'm like, it's not okay because it's in your hair. And she goes, dude, cyborg.
Dude, yeah.
Looks over at me. And she just goes. Bro, it's so bad. Like, and I'm just there, just somber. Like, I went from having like a good girlfriend's asleep. I'm about to go to bed. It's gonna be a great night.
Squishy time.
Squishy time was going down until it stopped abruptly. And so yeah, and it got all up in her hair. And I, saying, all that happened, coming back to what initially started this. That toy is not for me. It's not for me.
You're not allowed to have squishies anymore. We'll see him in the store. Hunter will like reach for him. We're like, oh no squishies, Hunter. One
time I was about to. You said grab this at the store. You're like, here, grab this thing, and I said McKaylee won't let me.
Oh yeah, when we go to the store, we are vile.
Yeah, it's not good.
We just feed off each other's energy, and we'll touch everything.
Dude, it's really bad. Like, and we start going, roar! And you keep going. I'm gonna bark at this person. No. The other day, you were like, we were going in the store. It was before or after the pod, I can't remember. And you were like, I have to bark at 3 people before I leave. And it was Costco. That's what it was. Yeah. And you had to bark at 3 people. And I think you did.
I hit a little boof.
Yeah, you hit a little boof. But no, like, it's bad because there's something so funny that happens where like you go in alone and you're to yourself, AirPods in, you don't want anyone talking to you.
Yeah.
Homie's there. You got superpowers all of a sudden. You just be a fucking delinquent. Like, what happened?
And then like this whole like main character thing goes into my head, and I'm like, we're the only real people here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though a week ago when I was there alone, I was the NPC.
Yeah,
because I had the headphones in, I didn't want anyone talking to me. But when I got my homie with me, we're playing GTA multiplayer.
Yeah,
like what the fuck is going on?
I don't know what it is.
There's a thing in my brain where it's like now I can act a fool because I have my friends here.
Yeah,
why that happens, I don't know, but. McKaylee hates it.
Yeah, she
does not like when we are together in a store.
She'll just like walk away.
She'll walk away, and she, trust me, loves to stay near her friends when we're in a store. It's a lot of people. For me, I'm the same way. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah,
but like, we're more overwhelming than the random people out there. She would rather walk quicker than us. I feel bad, but fuck, it is so funny. It's so funny to
we'll like grab stuff off the shelf, see if it has a spiral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, dude. We talked about this, right? Yeah. That's like one of our biggest things is see if it has a good spiral to it. You know, like when you throw a football. Should give preface probably, but yeah. It's so good.
Yeah.
Things got good spirals, bro. I'm just telling you. Did we talk about what animals would have a good spiral if you threw it?
Oh, yes. A guinea pig.
Yeah, a guinea pig would be good. Let me think.
Not that I'm throwing guinea pigs.
A baby capybara?
Wait, I think like a bass.
No, like yeah, a bass is guaranteed. Any sort of fish, mega spiral. They almost already have the threads on them.
On the little spine of the
fish. Dude, just a fucking koi. Yeah.
We don't hurt animals.
No.
We're animal lovers.
No, dude. I am such an animal lover. I am such an animal lover to the point where I won't buy an animal for the fear of me not correctly taking care of it.
Yeah, you really got like, if I ever get another dog, which I want to.
Yeah.
I want to get a big boy.
Big
but
guy.
It's got to be like a point in time where I can sit and train it and teach this little guy to be the best boy on his best behavior.
The goodest.
And just like my main homie.
Dude, no leash walking down the block.
Yeah. Like doesn't bark at people.
Doesn't bark. Good,
that is
friendly.
That's what drives me nuts.
Dude.
Is my grandma's house right now. I don't know if you know this, but every family dog that anyone gets, my grandma's house is like the retirement home.
Right.
She gets all the leftover dogs. And I got to be ready to take care of a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can take care of it. You know?
Yeah. And yeah, so at my grandma's, you make a noise.
It's time.
All the dogs are barking.
It's time to howl. It's like, wait, what's that? Let's get to work.
There's
boys.
been 3 dogs there for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, dogs. I feel like obviously cat is first for me. Just has to be.
Cats are nice because they just kind of keep to themselves.
They're just vibers. Like I want a certified viber.
Yeah.
I had a cat named Yetis, the goat.
R.I.P.
I don't know if she's dead. She ran away. She probably is dead, but
she ran away. I don't know.
She ran. Okay. But no, she was sick. Really cool cat, viber. You could like hang out, and then it would like if you hung out with her for long enough, she would follow you like it's a mission. Like you stay in her area for her bubble for 10 seconds. She locks in on you, and now it's a follow mission, and she just hangs out with you, and it's really rad. I want a cat like that. Just kind of keeps to herself until you want to hang out with her.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
But one thing with cats, like...
That was a hog out there. That was crazy.
One thing with cats, like, you gotta take care of the litter.
Oh, it's so...
Because just the smell of litter filling the home.
And you gotta choose what litter room is gonna be.
Yeah, like, I would go garage.
Garage is so good, but I don't know...
It's got, like, the smell of oil and gasoline. Kind of mask the flavor of the ammonia and shit.
Garage is good, but the problem with me is that it'd have to go downstairs into the basement to get to the garage, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that they're down there. So, I don't know. Just depends. I don't think I'm ready for an animal. And if I'm not ready for an animal, I don't know if I'm ready for a kid, bro.
Dude, kids happen.
I know.
I don't think you plan for them. The first step in having a kid is not wanting one.
Really?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
I'm just...
You're shooting the shit?
Cause
did a motherly figure tell you this, or?
My girlfriend told me.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of true.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, I can't have a kid right now. Boom, there's your kid.
That's so scary.
You don't plan kids. They just happen.
Is this like coping? Were you an accident?
Everyone I know is an accident.
I don't think I was planned. I don't know. I don't want to put my mom on the spot like that. I was a happy accident.
Sorry, Mom and Dad. Do you know what? 9 months. So my birthday is April 23rd.
Oh, yeah. What were you, baby?
So I'm the product of birthday sex.
Oh.
My mom's birthday, July 24th. Do the math. 9 months later, exactly.
What? Damn. That's pretty insane to think about, huh?
Yeah, my dad lets me know every year.
Oh. That's really funny. I don't know what I am. October. Is that February?
January or February.
It could have been a Valentine's baby.
It's early October, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But isn't it funny? You just tell what, like, based off the range of when you were conceived.
Yeah. Apparently it was at Pineview.
Nice.
In like a tent, maybe.
The reservoir. You're a nature baby.
Yeah.
You yearn for the outdoors.
Yeah.
Dude, I want jet skis. It's like the first, I don't even know. I'd have to like be mentally and structurally sound, but like there's a certain amount of money where it's jet ski time, I think.
Yeah.
I want a jet ski so bad. But I don't know.
I think next thing I want is maybe a Harley.
Dude, you are on your motorcycle arc right now.
Or 4-wheelers would be fun.
4-wheelers, I think, is what is realistically going to be the first thing.
Because, yeah, like, imagine just going camping with a 4-wheeler. Like.
It's so nice. And, like, all the homies with 4-wheelers would be so fun. Because me and McKaylee would get 4-wheelers first. Like, McKaylee doesn't really like the water.
Yeah.
She's like a cat. Doesn't really like the water. Like, I don't know, dude. Being out in the middle of the water and not knowing what's beneath you, I think would probably scare anybody.
We did a Lake Powell trip a couple years back, and I just... And your brother at the time had jet skis.
Mm-hmm.
We were just ripping those, dude.
So good. Yeah,
Jumping wakes.
Mm-hmm. Houseboat wakes?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you don't know thrill until you hit a houseboat wake.
Like, I almost flipped it a couple times. It would, like, go, oh.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
and then settle. You'd be
We haven't
off.
gone together. You went without me that time. I had to do something.
I think it was something with your car.
Oh, I was on a retrieval mission? That wasn't when I was
No,
going
it
to
was... It was before you even decided to... We're talking...
To store it?
It was before you decided to store it. You were trying to find someone... Somewhere you could pass emissions.
Yeah.
Wasn't working out.
Yeah.
And then you eventually stored it in Idaho.
Yeah.
Now it's back at your house.
It's back. I literally bought a house so I could store that car. I'm not joking. Like I tell people all the time, like, the main reason I wanted to buy a home was so I could put my Prelude somewhere. Which was like, that was number one. So I just needed to find something with a garage.
Yeah.
But it's worked out. I got to pay for storage. It just sits down there. It's on my time now.
Mm-hmm.
I get to see it whatever I want. Just sit in it, relax.
Does it run right now?
It runs perfectly fine. It starts right up. It starts up faster than my Jeep. Yeah, it's pretty absurd. And, like, I just won't pass the missions.
It's so tough.
Yeah. What are you going to do, baby? We live in a world, truly. I want to go to a county in Utah that, like, where I can just register a car without emissions. So it would be like... Because, like, I just want to point out, I'm not destroying the air more than anyone else.
No.
This is a computer issue within my car because I engine swapped it. So it is giving the same emissions, if maybe it's a Honda, maybe even less than most cars on the road.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not, like, killing anything more than anyone else is already doing. I'm just...
Also, there's like a lot of big ass trucks around here.
Dude.
You ever get in the smoke cloud behind one of those old
diesel,
trucks?
Yeah, blowing diesel. And, like, it's like black smoke. They say technically it's better for the air. Like, it's better than normal CO2 or whatever. But it's like, it is still black smoke blowing into my AC. Yeah. And maybe getting filtered. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm at least breathing it in.
Yeah. That's like
it may be better for the environment, but I'm breathing that in.
It's bad. So, schmeep schmop, bro. I don't know. I've tried everything I can. I don't know if we've talked about it on the pod yet.
No.
I just tried so hard. I've tried everything. So, I'm reaching out to you. Help me. I'm not trying to illegally register it, by the way. I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
Because they can take your car away from you. Or not take, like, flag it so you can't register.
But the option's open.
Dude, it would just be so nice to find a way to be able to register it legally.
I've ridden in that car. I can probably count on one hand the amount of times I've been in that car.
It's so fun.
It is fun.
It's so fun. It's like a little, it's like a little shit rocket. It's so fun. But, now I got to deal with my... Dude, compared to the Jeep, the Jeep accelerates like dog shit. It's so slow.
Is your Prelude, like, pretty fast? I do not remember. I've been in it a couple times.
I mean, a lot faster than my Jeep. I mean, it's a Honda with a F20B in it, which is it's meant for a bigger car. So it just has more torque.
Hell
if
yeah.
I pound it through gears, it'd be fun, but we're always trying to find a way.
It's manual too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to drive manual again.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's this point in my life where I was like, it has no AC. It has no AC, only heat. But it's my summer car. I want to drive it in the summer, so it's pointless. I'm going to have the windows down either way. There was a point where I'm just like, it's slammed. It's really low to the ground, lowering springs, so it's really bouncy and stiff.
Yeah.
And it's like, no AC. The ride is horrendous. Like, the heat, you're dying from the heat. You're getting blasted with hot air outside. There's no AC. It is still way more enjoyable than just my car.
And, like, summer nights.
Yeah,
when it's
summer
like, cool.
nights with the sunroof open. Bro, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. It makes me sad, actually.
Yeah, because, I mean, with my motorcycle, it's like the whole act of, like, shifting and all that, like that's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
It's not like my motorcycle was automatic, if that's even a thing. Like that would not be as fun. I don't know if it is.
Pit bikes are. Most some pit bikes are.
Like it's the act of like
makes
shifting.
It so much more fun, like so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh man, so many things. But then life hits you in the face, bro. You work hard for all the things you want in life, and you still got to work harder to enjoy all the little things, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then we die.
Yeah.
It's like, what's it all for?
What's it all really for? Oh my god, dude. That's gnarly to think about. You just live and you die. We get into death talk.
Life's a bitch and then you die.
Yeah, that's why we got high. Just kidding. Don't do drugs.
Do not.
I love that I'm a straight edge kid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, in high school I wasn't. Like, I've never touched alcohol before.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like, everyone smokes weed every once in a while as a kid. It doesn't matter where you are.
I didn't touch any sort of substance until I was 19.
Yeah.
And, well, 19, I was 20 pretty much. Mm-hmm. So, like, I was right there.
Feels like every kid has, like, a somewhat experience with it when they're young. And it's like they decide on their own if they choose to, like, abuse it.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And then, like, I'm a social drinker. Mm-hmm. I don't really...
I just don't
smoke weed or...
I don't do anything. It's so crazy to think about. Like, I look at clubs. Do clubs interest you?
No.
Like, club life is so weird.
Yeah.
I don't find that enjoyable at all. Just, like, getting blasted around people you don't know.
Just anxious.
Yeah, it just makes me nervous. And
like the whole thought of how am I going to get home? Am I going to pay $40 to get in some random person's car and get driven home?
Yeah. I don't like that. That doesn't sound enjoyable to me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if that's your lifestyle, dude, ball hard. I don't care.
I like going to, like events.
Dude, like, music events are fun.
We should throw an event.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to throw an event.
Imagine your brother, DJ set.
Uh-huh.
I have some homies that can throw together a band.
Dude, that would be...
just slinging teas on the side.
Dude, it'd
be so fun.
The thing I just want to point out immediately is how, like, that is what I want to do with, like, Super Fake Entertainment.
Yeah.
Is, like, have a person, be able to build a team eventually one day. Have a person for everything that is cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you make cool shit, we have a guy who will set things up for you.
Exactly.
Be really cool. Yeah, no, I think we got one in the works, like, very soon. So, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We're going to be having some guests on soon.
Yeah, once I can get a microphone.
Yeah. You gotta pay. You gotta dish out some schmeckles for a microphone.
Yeah. Well, first I have to dish out some schmeckles for big medicine. Or...
What's that mean?
Big pharma. Or fucking...
What does this mean?
I went to the ER and have this huge bill I'm paying off.
Yeah, you got bones.
So it's like, I'm doing okay, but just want to get all that out of the way, get the medical bills paid off, and then
you're back to it.
And then it's microphone time.
And maybe we dish out, maybe we use for next drops money and dish out another one.
4?
No, 4's too much.
We'll see how, we have an event coming up. We'll see how that does.
Yeah.
We're kind of scraping by to get this done.
That's the truth.
Company money wise.
Yeah. Hey, we're on the grind, bro. If you don't enjoy the rise of what you do, you're not going to enjoy the money you earn.
This right now is what it's all about.
This is right now what we are doing is the most important part, which is just doing it.
Yeah, because
I work on, like, Super Fake editing probably 10 hours out of all the 40 hours I work a week, you know? So it's like 40, and then I have all the shorts I make, which are usually about an hour each, and then like a couple hours of editing the podcast.
Yeah.
And then dishing those onto social media, all that's like a lot of work. But it's like that is it's going to be a lot more enjoyable when, like, you know, you get to, you know, hopefully make something out of it. So it's exciting. It's mad truck out here bropping into the driveway.
I hear him.
Yeah, he's getting to work out there.
What are we at?
Yeah, what are we at? 54? Does it say it on that one? No, what's that cursor say? I forget you need glasses. Not a chance.
What if I just like put on glasses and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you're like, damn, I actually really do need these.
Well, I've had glasses and they just like, you wear them and then you stop wearing them and you get a headache. So you need to have them. It's just.
Do you think it make you better at games? Or can you see your screen fine?
You think it'll fix your aim?
That's all I'm saying. You think it'll fix that stinky ass aim you have? Dude, can we talk about fucking CSGO last night? Shit was miserable.
I'm a big CSGO fan. I suck. Like, I'm not that good.
I'm worse than him.
And, like, I love it. I love it for some reason. I love getting called a slur.
It's like not... No.
I love the toxicity. Like, I fuel off of it.
I hate that. I hate when another person tells me to kill myself. It's getting so old.
Yeah, I was getting uninstall.
Yeah, uninstall the game, loser. So many slurs. And you know they're, like, crispy white. Like, they're, like, white as snow.
And they mean it, too.
They mean it. They're calling you the worst things they can possibly say. And it's, like, awesome. I got 2 kills.
And it makes me do worse.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I love this feeling.
And then the game's over, and I just hop right back in.
Mason hits me with a, hey. Oh, my God. Okay, so it was like 3 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
We were grinding still. We're using up our free time. Our only time where we can hang out as late as we can. And I'm like, I want to play some CSGO surf. Just relax and surf. And just hang out until I go to bed. And then you invite me to a lobby to dust and all these things. And I'm like, fuck.
I was like, what if we just ran one game?
So I did a wingman with him, which was 2v2.
Yeah.
Got our shit wiped. And I was like, all right, I'm done.
And then I was like, let's try a real game. Like, come on, just one.
And so he threw me into the blender, bro.
We should, for people that don't play this game, one round could last up to 50 minutes, like almost an hour.
Yeah.
Because it's 24 rounds.
If it goes even.
Yeah,
and if they play out till bomb, yeah, it'll be about 40 minutes.
Yeah. So he's ready to lock in for potentially almost an hour.
But thankfully it wasn't an hour.
Yeah. 0-13.
Michaela just got home.
We didn't win a single round.
No.
And then it was bedtime.
It was bedtime. Time to go to bed. Feel great.
I was like, come on, one more.
Bro, I was so miserable. I wasn't even doing that bad.
Yeah. You were above me. You were doing better than me.
It's just the team was bad. They were killing me.
Yeah.
I literally killed the team and was going to defuse and he stabbed me.
Yeah.
It's probably
nothing that gets under your skin like someone knifing you.
Like someone knifing
in a game
bro.
like that.
Like, come
like that
on.
shouldn't happen.
No. That's not okay.
Like knife kills are so rare.
They're so rare. I got snuck up on in one of the rounds and everybody watching in the Discord server.
Yeah, you're the only one alive.
And everyone's like, oh. It's like, bro, I hate this. I'm a big Fortnite guy. I love Fortnite.
Yeah.
I don't get as mad.
Fortnite, I don't know. I think it's just overplayed at this point for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I can't get enough, bro. I'm a big zero build guy. I love zero builds. Because I used to build back in the day when I was on controller, and then I switched to PC, and the binds became overwhelming, so I did zero build. It's very fun. But it's way better with a group of kids who don't care. They're just like, let's just fucking have fun.
And, like, CSGO is so fun with all the homies, but no one is ever down to just lock in for...
No. Not a chance.
And if they do, it's one game, because we're going to lose.
Yeah, of course we're going to fucking lose. But if we get a 5-stack, I will play. It's my tripulation. I think that's the word.
I don't know words.
I'm bringing out new words every pod. It's my thing.
You're that guy that, like, tries new words with the group.
Mm-hmm. And see how it hits. I try new... I'm banking shit with Michaela all the time. I'll say something to McKaylee, and if she doesn't like look at me weird, I'm like, that's a dub.
Are you subscribed to the word of the day?
No.
Webster's word of the day.
That's awesome, though.
It's a new word. They give you the definition.
Okay, yeah, I need that probably in my life.
It's like Webster's dictionary word of the day.
You play Wordle?
I don't.
I got a little bit into it for a bit, and I play Connections as well, where you connect all the separate things.
Yeah, I watch Ludwig do his dailies.
Ludwig got me into the dailies, bro. I just barely found out where you can see the time on the recording. I was today years old. We've come a long way to this point. You ever think about that? It's only the 6th episode.
Just imagine, imagine when we hit 100.
It's gonna be good.
Where will we be?
Wait, this is a really good thing to probably end it out on. What do we want to do for like our specials? You know what I'm talking about? Like 50, I feel like is a special. 10 could even be.
Are we talking like subscriber goals or like episodes?
We could do episodes. We could do. I feel like subscribers.
All of the above.
Yeah, we could do all of them. But I feel like subscribers probably will be the most important. We're almost to 100.
One thing our friend Bailey brought up.
Mm-hmm.
We get to a certain amount of subscribers. Me and you are doing Oklahoma drills. And if you don't know what an Oklahoma drill is, you lay head to head, and then whistle blows. You pop up and you tackle each other
as hard as you can. You just lay each other out.
Oh, I miss Oklahoma drills.
Should we do that for 1,000?
Fuck it.
That's our goal. If you made it to this point in the video, share it to a friend, or to the pod, I should say, because 1,000 subs, we'll do Oklahoma drills. We'll do
1,000. That's good.
Yeah, I think that's a good goal. We get padded up for that.
I think we do.
I think we should get padded because we can really lay each other out.
Where could we get pads?
We're renting them because I'm not going to keep them forever. What's happening? Message? McKaylee just put a fork under the door. We're getting a hue change. Dude, this episode is going to be so funny to scrub through in the editing bar because of how often the sun is being clouded.
So, 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers.
Oklahoma drills. Yeah. They're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you follow the Instagrams. Mm-hmm. Superfake.ent, superfake.us.
Yes.
Website, superfake.us.
Yep. And like this as well. Also, I want to try this. If you're watching on YouTube, watch the like button and the subscribe button. I want to see if this works, okay? If I say these words, it should glow, okay? Smash the like button.
Bloom.
Smash the subscribe button.
Bloom.
Hit the subscribe button.
Bloom.
So when it does that, when I say those words, it should glow and do an animation.
Is that real?
I hope so.
That's cool.
I think I've seen it before. Anyways, this has been episode 6 of the Boys House Podcast on a beautiful Huey day.
Huey. All right, that's my first son's name. Huey.
Huey?
No.
I'm closing this bitch, even though it's been open since day dot. So, you know how podcasters will keep talking even though it fades to black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you made it this far, use code TBH20 for 20% off one-time use.
Do that. Okay, I'm going to do that.